Good morning, it's day 84. Day 83 was actually a zero rest day. And I'm just starting out here at Pine Grove Furnace Store. Kind of a famous place. It's July 12th and the Pine Grove Furnace Store is just obviously a little bit past the halfway point on the AT, and it is home to the famous half-gallon challenge. Someone here a long time ago, I'm assuming who owned the store, had the brilliant idea that we can sell more stuff if we make up the half-gallon challenge. So traditionally, through hikers who are hungry anyway and love ice cream come in the store and they sell half gallons of, actually not half gallons, almost half gallons of ice cream, and you have to consume your half gallon of ice cream in one sitting. In the old days, a half gallon was one container. Now a half gallon is one container and then a second smaller container to make up the full half gallon. And you get nothing for this except for the fact that you get bragging rights that you completed the half gallon challenge on the AT. I passed on the half gallon challenge. There were a couple guys I know out here doing it 2 days ago when I got here, and they just completed it and they were not feeling good. Ice cream is great until it's not, if you've had too much, especially if you have to hike. So I'm headed, I think, that way towards Boiling Springs. I'm just walking through Pine Grove Furnace State Park. You can see a little creek or river running through it over there. It's just beautiful, and just like all the rest of the parks so far in Pennsylvania, so well maintained. You saw where the little store was. Right near there was an Appalachian Trail Museum, big huge picnic area. Then there was sort of a pond, lake with a roped off swimming area. You know, bathrooms, water, all of that. Just really well maintained, and no fee to get in here that I could see. Maybe if you go swimming, or I don't think there was any camping allowed, but just really clean and neat, and like I said, well maintained and beautiful. You see the little river running right through it here, the creek. And for me, nice, smooth, level trail. Great way to start the day. This has been the trail today. Not that I'm complaining. A lot of little stream crossings. No big views, but the trade-off, the nice trade-off has been there's no big climbs either. It's been mostly sort of a meandering walk through the woods, mostly flat. I'm going to have to take back what I said about that southbounder a couple days ago, who said the first 60 miles of Pennsylvania are flat. He was mostly correct. I'd say it's 75% pretty easy trail. The first, what have I done? Probably 50 miles of Pennsylvania so far. I jinxed myself almost immediately after that last video where I said it was a meandering walk in the woods today. I started going straight up. I tell by my breathing. Hopefully it won't last too long. I think I'm almost to the top. There you can see the blazes going up through the rocks. Looked worse than it was. This looks like another one of those rock mazes. There's the blaze. There they are, going right up through there. Don't think I can keep using the camera though. That away. Came from sort of up that way. Hopefully I'm not going that way. There's a blaze here, but I don't see the next one. Oh, there we go. You can see it over there. So this is a first. It's popped out of the woods. And I've walked through plenty of fields before, but this is the first cornfield. Corn, as far as you can see. I think I'm just on the very edge of Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania, which is the destination for today. Seeing someone mowing their lawn over here. Pretty day. I think we'll see, if I understand it correctly. In fact, that's pretty wild. That's the trail going all the way that way. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow is 15 miles of this. So that'll be different. But unless there's something different, that'll do it for day 84. This is Boiling Springs, just walking on the AT here through Boiling Springs, finishing up the day, but what a nice little town, at least from this perspective. This is day 85, and I'm at the Mid-Atlantic Regional Office for the Appalachian Trail Conservancy in Boiling Springs. Just getting started here a little before 7 o'clock. Had dinner over there last night at the Boiling Springs Tavern. That was pretty good. And the trail is a little road walk up there, and then I think across fields for, like I said yesterday, 15 miles or so. I've just been going for maybe 20 minutes, but you can see what it looks like today. I'm not up on my crops. I'm not sure what this is. That's obviously corn right there, but not sure about this. Sort of just right on the edge of the fields here. So if it stays like this, it'll be nice because it's going to get hot, but it'll still have a little shade and tree cover. I didn't think I would, but that'd be great. You can get a good idea just how tall the corn is. You can see the ears starting to develop in the corn silk on the end of them. But it's a good 3 feet taller than me. Raspberries are getting ripe. some deer in the field. I'm not sure the farmer would be happy. This is kind of funny. So the farmer or someone just hayed this field, and it's a good thing that you have the white blaze, or I have the white blazes, because I have no idea where the path is. You think it's right here on the edge, but it is right there, but I think back there it cut across the field. But if you didn't have the white blazes, everything would be covered. There you can just see the path a little bit. I crossed over I-76 maybe 45 minutes ago, an hour ago. Now I-81. And I'm assuming, I'm about 8 miles in, I'm assuming I'm headed for those hills there, just on this short road walk you can see, but assuming I'm eventually headed back into the hills there. Hopefully, looks like maybe the trail goes down there. Not sure. Looks like, I think I'm headed into the corn here. Yeah, right here. Although it's interesting today, just like a lot of other things on the AT or other times on the AT, I at least have preconceived ideas about what certain things were going to be like. And today, for example, I thought it was going to be all like this, walking through, you know, the fields. And that's pretty much where I've taken the video, so that's what you've seen. But the reality is probably 75% of it has been kind of in trees like that, in the trees dividing the field. So probably 75% of the walk so far, at least, has been in sort of the trees that divide up the cornfields or the other fields. So you've actually, it's been kind of nice. I've been, you know, protected from the sun, but I thought it would be all exposed like this. I put on sunscreen for the first time in a long time, threw some sunglasses in, but it was not at all what I expected. What I expected was to be 100% like this. And that seems like how a lot of things are with the AT. It just isn't the picture, or doesn't end up being the picture that you have in your mind. Doesn't mean that's bad or good. It just a lot of times is different. And the idea, or at least the idea that I have or had on some things, always ends up surprising, I guess. So I just climbed up from the valley floor, up from the cornfields and the farms, and Boiling Springs is back there somewhere. I'm not sure exactly which direction, but I know I've walked across that entire valley the last couple of days. I think it's considered at least part of the Cumberland Valley. I think I've come from that direction. And now I'm heading back up into the hills towards Duncannon. But it was really thoughtful of them to build this bench here for me to sit down and take a break and enjoy the view of where I've come from last few days. Almost done with day 85, which is good. If you see me twitching and bobbing and weaving, it's because those pesky eyeball diving kamikaze gnats just want to get in my eyes. It's their live and then die mission. Is to just make a kamikaze run on my eyeballs. And they are out in force now here today. So that'll do it. Signing off with the kamikaze gnats on day 85.